Welcome to I Said No Gifts. I'm Bridger Winegar. Here we are. We're in the studio. What's going on? I got back from Japan just, 14 hours ago. I have no idea where I am in space or time. I slept for at least 12 hours last night and still don't know where I exist. Had a lovely time. Learned a lot. I've finally kind of I've acknowledged something about myself, and it's that I do not like to eat a cold, thick clam. That's one item for me that is a challenge. So what else? An observation I made while there, observing other couples on vacation. I've noticed this before, but I think essentially in every couple on vacation, there's one person who's normal and one person who thinks they can take good photographs. And unfortunately, that person is me. I'm the person, and I apologize for everyone else in a couple who's not the person trying to take good photographs, because it seems infuriating to watch your partner try to take a good picture. The pictures all look terrible or all look the same. Who cares? And again, just from this rambling, you can tell I need probably more sleep or less sleep or something. That's fine. I'm back. We're back. Is there anything else we need to talk about? When this airs, the Chicago show will be happening tomorrow at May 23rd. So if there are still tickets available, you can have like a last-minute panic buying one. If there aren't tickets available, you can regret that for the rest of your life. That's some business we can take care of. Patreon continues to exist. Thank you to everybody who's on the Patreon. You can come join us there. What a lovely way to support the show. And we're just having an absolute riot over there. Everyone is having the time of their life with the bonus episodes, etc. Is there anything? Let me look. I made a document today to just make sure I covered all of our business because I'm out of my mind. Let's see. Oh, the other thing I had to say is I have 59 emails I need to go through. No one needs to know that. I don't know why I typed that down. Okay, let's get into the episode. I love today's guest. Everybody loves her. It's Mary Elizabeth Ellis. Mary Elizabeth, how are you?
I'm great. I'm excited to get into your emails.
Yeah, if we could just start from the first email here. It's about a coffee order I've got coming.
Great.
We could just get into that.
I have a lot of thoughts. I think they should pop some cold, wet clams in there for you.
Have you ever had a cold, thick clam?
Yeah. Well, we also went to Japan and it was incredible and the food was so amazing. Yes. And also some of the things felt like cartilage.
Yes. There's just degrees of difficulty with acquired tastes that I thought I went into this trip. I've been to Japan before and I've had plenty of different types of sushi, etc. And I went in feeling fairly cocky because my boyfriend is basically someone who can eat hamburgers and chicken fingers. And I thought I can handle this. And one of our meals was a very high level difficulty as far as seafood goes. And one of those things was the clam.
Just chewy, hard to get your teeth through.
Yeah, just truly me gagging.
Yeah.
And having to make my way through it, eyes watering.
Yeah, because you can't disrespect people there. You've got to be polite.
The food I was gagging on he was looking at me while he had just made the food. And I'm
so happy for you to be eating it. Though, it's like, do you make a clam? So you opened the clam. You didn't make it. You know what I mean? So it's not on you. This one's on God
this
or whatever.
This is God and the ocean's fault.
Yeah, it's not your fault, sir. I'm sorry.
It's embarrassing for me, though. I'm just be an adult. Enjoy the food. There are millions and millions of people who like to eat this sort of food. What's wrong with me?
Yeah, truly, though. Be a grown-up. Get that fucking clam down your throat like a goddamn grown-up.
It's so embarrassing.
It is.
I feel like, you feel like you really are such a sophisticated eater, and then you get to something like that, and you're like, oh, you're a child. You're a baby about everything. Grow up.
But that's okay. Now you're a person who knows I prefer my clams cooked.
I've decided I just don't like a clam.
All right.
Even a fried clam, I'm like, this is too chewy.
Meh.
Why does anyone care about this food?
What about a quahog?
What's that?
Oh, it's like in Rhode Island, a specialty. I think it's a clam. It's definitely in a shell, but they like bread it and yeah.
Is it big or small?
It's big, but it's not like a chewy. It's cooked and it's like with bread and
And how do you know how to spell that?
It's like Quahoug. Quahoug.
The accent is kind of just built into that.
It is.
Quahoug.
Quahoug.
Wow.
Yeah, it's something like that.
And it is a seafood, though.
Yes.
You like them.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, I like them fine. I'm not like, oh, can't wait to get to Rhode Island and have a quahoug.
How have I never heard of a quahoug?
I don't know.
I love saying that.
It's fun, right?
Yeah, it feels like I've got some sort of, I have a difficult time saying something. Quahoug.
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 Yeah.
Now I have to try that. Maybe that's the final clam I'll try.
Last clam.
Last clam. Oysters, similarly. I mean, the nice thing about an oyster is it's more of just a swallowing situation where you just kind of throw it back.
Yeah, and it has like you can put all the sauce on it.
Yeah.
So you barely taste it.
It's just salt and sauce and slightly slimy. Whereas a clam requires chewing.
Yeah, you got to use teeth for that.
Did you have any other difficult things to eat in Japan?
No, really. I mean, mostly everything was so great. And you think you're going to eat sushi the whole time, but it's mostly like ramen and udon.
Yes, very like comfort foods, very salty.
So great.
Almost deeply unhealthy things.
Yes,
like,
that we find.
Yes.
While we were there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then also like Italian food. They have very good Italian food.
Oh, I didn't have Italian food.
Yeah, apparently... Actually, I probably should. This is probably not an actual fact. This is just someone who's jet lagged. But I think like the second most popular food in Japan is Italian food. Maybe
that is true.
Yeah, that is a fact.
Yes. Send it to email 16. Send it to him.
You ask any Japanese person, they say number 2 favorite food, Italian.
Italian.
No, I had some very good pizza there. Well, actually, I think that's the end of the list.
And that's it. And nothing says Italian like pizza. Where were you? Were you in Tokyo?
We went to Tokyo, Hakone, and Kyoto.
That's what I did.
Oh, great.
It was
We
so
just
good.
did the ultimate tourist
Yes.
trip. It's so lovely.
It's so lovely.
It's interesting to be in a country where, at least on the surface, everyone seems to care.
Yeah. I think everybody's so nice. And we went with our Japanese friend, Junko.
Okay.
Shout out Junko Nakamura. She's amazing. But she spoke Japanese, obviously,
dream.
which is great. Except then she also would get into conversations with people where we selfish jerk Americans would be like,
could you please involve us?
Or like, let's go, next thing. And she'd be like paying respect and like, it's very respectful. And
just being a nice person in general.
It is kind of exhausting, the niceness.
Oh, I mean, sometimes you just want someone to have no time for you.
Right?
Just be like, this is my job, get out of my face.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, everyone there, like, it seemed everyone like cared about their job and wanting our experience to be good. And this wasn't just like being a tourist. This was like, at a coffee shop or whatever. It's like, oh, they care.
Yeah. There's no trash on the street. You're like,
my
what
God.
is this?
Getting back to LA,
it's a lot.
Fascinating experience.
It's like coming back from the woods too. Like if you're in the woods and you land in LA and the drive from LAX you're like, why do I live here? It's so awful.
It is so bizarre. My boyfriend while there is like, what if we get back and we just don't want to be, what if this has ruined our life? And that's a real possibility when you're in Japan, to just be like, you can experience that the world doesn't have to just be garbage everywhere.
Yeah.
And people being rude to each other.
Japan will take you, I bet.
Yeah. Size-wise, I felt very, very at home.
Oh, yeah. Towering even.
Yeah. My boyfriend is 6'2" and hit his head at least once a day.
That's amazing.
Just constantly running into door frames or this sort of thing. And I was just buzzing through town, feeling incredible.
Built for you.
Yes.
Hitting the counter at just the right height everywhere you went.
It feels so good. I don't feel so small.
Yeah.
Although sometimes it feels nice to feel small here where I can kind of just dart about like a hobbit or something. Nobody can notice me.
Like a little elf.
Yeah, a little magical being.
Feeling.
Yes. There's nothing wrong with that, except for when you're trying to reach a shelf here in the United States or you're shopping and you have to you need a hook to get something down.
Yes.
Or a footstool.
I often will be like, excuse me, tall sir, or you there with the long arms. Could you reach that yogurt for me?
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to climb the shelves of the grocery store, that kind of
or
thing.
climbing a shelf.
Oh, climbing a shelf.
I'll climb a shelf.
I bought a footstool for my house a few years ago. What a feeling. It feels amazing.
Incredible.
Yeah, like to not have to get up on the kitchen counter to reach something now. I'm like, oh, this is how everyone else feels, where they can just reach things.
Reach it. But I kind of like to climb up on stuff because I'm like, at my age, I can still jump down from a counter with a can of beans in both hands.
I just have these horrifying memories of elementary school teachers getting up on counters and me sitting there below and being like, they're going to fall off. And I remember one of them did fall off, and I thought that could be me. So now I've got my footstool, and I'm up there. I'm reaching the baking ingredients. I'm reaching my cereal with no help.
And this is your Kickstarter, yeah?
This is a new type of footstool.
Yeah, your own footstools.
There's nothing different about them from regular footstools.
But they're yours.
They're my footstools. They'll be years in development. The backers will never get their product.
Perfect.
Yes. But yeah, Japan was lovely, and that's all I can think about all the time. And the trip back, I slept for maybe 10 minutes. The man next to me had a face mask, earplugs, a cushion. He didn't even lean his chair back. He slept the entire time.
Just sitting straight up?
I was like, is this guy a spy? How did he learn to do this?
Yeah.
Because I'm leaned all the way back. I'm doing everything in my power. Could not fall asleep. Horrible.
Melatonin?
I can't take melatonin. This is actually a long-running topic on this podcast, which
just full of melatonin.
I can't take melatonin. I can't take like Benadryl to fall asleep. They all have the opposite effect on me, and they keep me awake.
I feel that way about morphine.
Really?
Have you ever had morphine?
I don't think that I've had morphine.
I had to go into the hospital because I had eaten a bad chicken Caesar salad.
Oh, where? Can you name the place?
In Mississippi.
Okay.
At a restaurant in Mississippi. Okay. And it wasn't the everything goes out kind. It was the everything stays in. And then I got I think sepsis.
Oh my God.
But it hurt so much, like driving to the hospital when we'd go over a bump. It was like,
Oh.
So when we got to the hospital, I got morphine, and it made my body feel morphine-y.
Right.
But my brain was like, I got to solve every problem that's ever happened in this world, and I'm going to do it right now. And also, everyone's making noise. Shut up. It was awful.
That almost sounds like sleep paralysis or something. Where you're like not really in control of your body anymore, but your brain keeps going. Oh, How long did that last?
A few hours. And I was like, morphine's not for me.
But it took care of the chicken Caesar.
Well, the morphine didn't, but the
your body
4 days in the hospital, 4 to 5 days in the hospital did.
Have you had a chicken Caesar since?
No, I've had no chicken since.
How long has it been?
Almost 20 years.
Oh my God. Did it turn you vegetarian?
Yeah. Well, pescatarian.
Okay.
I still got to be able to chew those clams.
Oh, right. Of course. You got to get those clams.
Yeah.
Well, you should write a Yelp review of the restaurant 20 years later.
I should. Still reeling from my experience.
Wow, that's awful.
Yeah.
That's really terrible.
And it was likely the Caesar salad dressing with raw egg in it. I feel like that's...
Or the lettuce. Lettuce is a secret culprit of a lot of food poisoning.
Yeah, but more E. coli normally, right?
Who do you think you're talking to? I don't know.
Oh, I was like, I don't know. Do you know everything about E. coli?
I came with such a strong opinion there, like I really knew.
Yeah.
But I've just heard that lettuce is often the thing that you don't think about. And it's like, oh, that's what poisoned you because someone didn't wash the lettuce.
Yeah.
But
or spinach.
The spinach, your leafy green.
Yeah.
Essentially will poison you. I had a club sandwich a couple of years ago, and I'm pretty sure it was the lettuce that did it. What else? Or the mayo. Again, there are so many things that could poison you. The meat.
We had I was in a sorority in college, and we had a deli tray that just took us all out.
Oh, excuse me. To be poisoned by a deli tray?
Yeah. Oh. The entire sorority.
That's that deli meat must have been left out for a while.
I think so.
And it's slimy and gross. Slimy,
yeah. Gets the little pretty marbling.
Oh.
Like an oil spill on your turkey.
Oh. Now, see, this is deli meat, I think, is one thing that could turn me vegetarian. It's just like telling me what are any of us
just
doing
an
with
animal
it?
being
The
sliced
slimy,
into paper thin.
Oh, my apologies to anyone eating anything this entire episode.
Well, we speak for the animals. Put your sandwich
and
down.
for you.
Put your sandwich and your leafy greens down. Yeah.
Stop eating.
Stop eating. You just need air.
Your food could be
Yeah.
poisoning you. Oh, we've got to get off this topic. I'm happy to get off this topic.
Great. What else should we talk about?
There's something else I don't want to talk about, but I feel like we should. Look, I was happy to have you here today. I was excited to have Mary Elizabeth here.
But
there's a but here. There's an absolute but here.
Okay.
The podcast is called I Said No Gifts.
Oh.
No Gifts.
Yeah.
And look, I assume you got one email or someone got a phone call, an email with the title of the podcast.
Sure.
Hopefully this came across your desk at some point. I don't know that you paid any attention to it because you come in today. I was so excited to have you here. I thought we'd have a nice conversation, that nothing would go wrong, and that we'd move on with our lives. But you came in holding what I'm looking at it now. I'm holding it now. Clearly a gift. Is this a gift for me?
Well, I don't take no for an answer.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Very defiant.
Oh, yeah. And if I want you to have a gift, you're going to have it. Also, I'm not good enough. So if I bring you a present...
This is something you're working through with yourself.
We're really getting into it. Maybe you'll like me. It depends on what's inside.
This is all just trying to earn my respect then.
Yes.
And unfortunately, you've failed in a huge way here.
Damn it.
So, I mean, but maybe you'll come back once after I open it? Maybe there's something in here that will finally win my favor.
We'll see.
Okay. Should I open it here on the podcast?
Yeah. Are you going to smoke that cigarette while you open it? Or?
I probably should. I probably should light up.
Yeah.
There's just this, for the listener that's not watching the video, there is just kind of a loose cigarette.
It looks like a menthol.
It's a, I'm trying to think if that's a real cigarette or a stage cigarette.
May I?
Yeah, of course. We used it for our 5th anniversary episode, and I can't remember if I bought actual cigarettes or like...
It smells herby.
It's probably an herb cigarette. I've never smoked a real cigarette.
Oh, that's cute.
Isn't that sweet? So I have to
Me
imagine... Are you a current smoker?
No, I will have an occasional cigarette.
Were you a smoker for a while?
I was when I was like in college.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool college kid.
So cool.
Ultimately a badass, I would say.
I would say. Please tell everyone.
That's kind of the word around town about you.
Thank you.
The ultimate badass.
Great. That's all I want.
I'm trying to get that out about me. I think it's pretty obvious.
Let's get tattoos.
Yes, let's go for it.
Okay.
Do you have any tattoos?
So many. I'm not trying to prove anything. It's fine.
You did drive up on a very loud motorcycle.
I did. I do have my motorcycle license.
Is that true?
Yes.
That's exciting.
It was exciting.
Do you drive a motorcycle now?
No.
No. Do you have to re-up it every year?
I passed my driving test, my motorcycle riding course.
Right.
I passed it. The person was like, let's see, you passed. And I was like, I did? Like, I should not be riding a motorcycle in the streets. And then I was going to go take my DMV test and COVID happened.
Oh.
And then I got an e-bike and then I broke, well, you can't see it because my tattoo is covered by stage makeup from my television show, but I broke my arm. I shattered my radius.
Oh.
So now I'm scared.
Oh my God.
It didn't feel good.
You fell off completely? You crashed into something?
The back wheel of my e-bike hit like dirt and I just...
Oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
I'm glad that's all it was.
Thank you.
Oof.
Yes.
See, that for me, I'd never get on one again.
Yeah.
It's just over.
I got back on the e-bike, but I'm scared. But anyway, let's get tattoos.
Okay, let's get... Okay, let me open up this gift here. Okay, I'm reaching in. It's a little blue bag, which I think is so cute. Now, it feels like there's 2 things in here. Is that right? At least. Does it matter what order they come out in?
No.
Okay, the first thing I'm feeling is some sort of card or thin... Okay, 2 different cards. Okay, whoa.
It's true. Yeah.
The first card says, words to guide and inspire your day. You are loved. And
that's from me. The you are loved is from me.
That's very
that,
sweet.
Inside of it, same one.
Okay, yes.
You can pop open the little front of the card. See where.
I'm going to be very careful because it feels like I'm going to break this.
I don't think you can break it.
Okay. Oh, it's almost like an advent calendar.
Yes. And that's a message from the universe for you.
Should I read it?
And they're all different. What does yours say?
You are already as courageous as you need to be. Disagree. What if it's time? What if you're ready?
To get a tattoo.
That might be true.
Yeah. Or maybe you don't have to get a tattoo because you're already as courageous as you need to be.
This is a very, this to me, if this given to the wrong person, what if it ends up with them assassinating somebody?
Well, maybe that's what the universe wants. Maybe that was a bad person. That would be such an incredible beginning of like John Wick movie. Like he's like, do I kill someone? And then he opens this like sweet card and he's like, I guess everyone dies. I mean,
leads to this killing spree.
Yeah.
It's international killing spree. That's a good movie.
Yeah.
That's like tarot gone wrong.
Yes.
Spirituality leads to
death.
Well, I really like that. And I think we should all take that into account. What if it's time? What if you're ready?
Yeah.
To go on your international killing spree.
Yeah.
I hope this doesn't. Now, I hope the podcast. Now, that's another movie where a podcast inspires somebody to. God.
Yeah. And you're about to take it on the road. You have so much power. You have to you got to check yourself. It's a good thing you have a nice team around you because you're out of control.
I'm absolutely out of control.
Out of control.
I'm pushing too many boundaries.
Agreed.
It's unbelievable. Okay, so I've got this beautiful little card. Do you buy these like by the package? How do you get this thing? It's almost like a Valentine. I really like it.
I hate to say that it's from a large shipping conglomerate that may or may not be ruining the Earth, our planet. But maybe you can get them from a small local store. I don't know.
Okay, it seems like something that you could buy locally.
Yeah.
Buy your tarot gift cards
from the universe
at your local crystal store rather than your giant company.
Yes.
Amazon. We all know what we're saying.
We're saying it. I'm sorry.
We're all guilty.
Oh, we're all guilty.
We're all guilty, and that's fine. I don't know what
it
is.
It just is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
But you know what? We're feeling bad about it.
We're feeling, as long as you feel bad about yourself and everything you do all the time, do whatever you want.
You're courageous enough.
That would be a good thing in one of these cards, yeah. Okay, and now I've also got an Aroma Coffee and Tea Company gift card.
I did hear you say how much you like gift cards.
I love gift cards, and they're also paralyzing for me.
Yes, great. I've had that one for 2 to 3 years.
This lines up with the way I treat gift cards.
I heard on your podcast, and so I've passed it on to you, which is also sort of like a horror film. Like,
yeah, this is, what is that? It follows.
So now I've put the disease in you, and it's yours until you pass it along to someone else.
Gift follows. Yeah,
it's also a great coffee shop.
I've heard good things about this place. I have a friend who goes here to write.
Yeah.
And so now,
maybe you can pass it on to them.
But then she'll use it.
Oh, boring.
And then the company is maybe these are like, they're counting on this $25 or whatever to keep them afloat. They're like, if someone spends this card, we go out of business.
Yeah. Amazon takes over.
Amazon finally buys us out.
So see, that cancels the other one out.
Oh, very interesting. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this balances the universe.
So it's almost like I haven't given you anything at all.
Net neutral.
Yeah.
Just absolutely zero here.
Yeah.
Which I like, but
you asked for.
The thing is if I spend this could send the world into a spiral that we may never recover from.
Again, you have ultimate power.
Mm-hmm. This is what's the movie with Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan, the bookstore movie? Emailing.
Oh, you got mail.
You got mail.
You got mail.
This is kind of a you got mail where the big company's trying to buy it. Is that what happens? He's trying to buy out the small. I brought you here today on your expert opinion about you've got mail.
Oh, you asked the wrong person.
Neither of us has seen this movie.
Not in a long time.
I've never seen it.
Oh.
But I get the general idea, I think.
Mm-hmm. But there's email.
There's email and books and buying.
And romance.
And romance.
Comedy.
And comedy. And a little bit of heart.
And so much heart.
Okay, well, I've got this gift card, and you've kept it for 3 years.
I think so.
When someone gives you a gift card, is that generally how it goes? We're like, well, I just can't. I forget about it and not spend it.
I think that it got given to me by the PTA of my son's school.
Okay,
for volunteering.
Oh, that's nice.
Which is very nice. Mm-hmm. But then he graduated from that campus.
Okay, right.
And so I never go there to that area.
Oh, right. And so you'd have to be in the neighborhood, and then it would also have to be in your wallet.
Yes. It would have to be in my wallet.
And how many gift cards can one person have in their wallet? You can't have it for every area of the city.
No, or I get like the Gelson's, our local grocery store, sends us like a $5 off coupon.
Oh, right. $5 off at Gelson's, you're still,
the strawberries then are only
$400.
$15.99.
Yes.
And rotten mostly.
Gelson's, don't get me started.
I know. I hope you hear this, Gelson's. You need to get something happening with your produce. It is not fresh.
This is my take on Gelson's. Mm-hmm. It is Ralph's. Mm-hmm. But the only thing that's different is the pricing.
Yeah.
It's not like, you'll go to, I don't know, Whole Foods or whatever, and you're like, oh, I can notice a difference here.
Yes.
Whereas you go to a Gelson's, you're like, this is literally the same stuff, right?
Yeah. There's no different brands. It's not like going to Trader Joe's where you're like, oh, this Trader Joe's brand thing of things that I can't get anywhere else.
No, it's just literally the grocery store pricing times 10.
Mm-hmm. But it's so close to my house.
I think that's where they really get you.
Yeah.
They've got the proximity, and they've got, for whatever reason, a wine bar.
And they have a wine bar for whatever reason, for your grocery store wine bar time needs.
When you spend $9 on a gallon of milk, you need a drink.
That's true. That's why. You got to get drunk to shop there.
Everyone's just stumbling through the store behind their grocery cart.
Yes.
And, how did we get to Gelson's pricing? Let's see.
I don't know.
The coupons.
You're jet lagged.
I'm jet lagged.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
I need a little bit more coffee here.
I'll take a coffee break too. I'm excited for you to open what else is in your bag.
Yeah, I'm going to get back into here because almost feels like there's if I had to guess right now, I'd be like, this is an action figure, but we'll see what it is. Let's see. Oh my God, it kind of is.
It kind of is, and it matches your shirt.
Look at that, a unicorn. Look how beautiful that looks.
It's just like you.
It's almost exactly the color of my shirt.
Aww.
Where did this come from?
Well,
look how sweet.
Unicorns are just my favorite.
And
I just love them. And so I have them. I have like a box of gift things where like if it's like a birthday or someone's special occasion or something, and then I wrap them a gift, I'll wrap like a little unicorn or a little like rainbow catcher, like light catcher on the outside.
Where are you getting your unicorns?
A small local store.
Your local unicorn store.
Yeah, that's not Amazon.
Do you have like a box of unicorns?
I do. I have unicorn bulk.
Oh, wow. That's whimsical.
Thank you.
Very whimsical.
Yeah.
Have you been a unicorn person your whole life?
Yes.
Okay. I like the confidence there.
Yes. I love a unicorn.
Where did it begin?
Probably Scheer.
That makes sense.
She had a Pegasus.
Did she ride it?
She rode a Pegasus.
And
that may have also been a unicorn.
Pegasus is a unicorn with wings. Is that correct?
Well, it doesn't necessarily have a horn. I don't know if hers did.
Oh, interesting.
But a Pegasus has wings.
Okay.
Also, do you remember, did you ever watch, Fantasia by Disney?
Oh, yeah, of course.
The original?
Yes.
There were like a bunch of Pegasuses and that. Pegasi,
of course. Thank you.
And unicorns. And I just love magic. Magical fairies.
Yeah, unicorns within the world of fantasy, I think you're just kind of course, I love a horse with a horn that can fly and do these magical things. I feel like you don't see as many unicorns in popular media anymore.
Yeah.
It feels like even in fantasy movies, they're not putting them in. I think that's the one thing, except for there's that new movie.
A new unicorn movie?
Wait, isn't there like a movie about unicorns or something?
Oh, an A24 movie.
Yeah, weirdly an A24 movie. What is that called? It's not The Last Unicorn. That's another thing.
Is it like, no, I hit a unicorn with my car.
Right.
I feel like the killing of a sacred
Death
unicorn.
of a unicorn.
Death of a unicorn.
You just couldn't handle our
You were so ready to
grasping for that. That's why we blocked out the death part.
They hit it with a car?
I don't know.
It's I know what you did last summer. basically
To
with
this
the unicorn.
unicorn.
To this unicorn. It's a movie being Merlin is trying to track you down or something.
I would watch it.
Let's see. My Little Pony is not unicorns. That's just ponies.
They had some unicorns and some
Okay.
Pegasuses. And also Rainbow Bright. I think there was a unicorn in that
There better be
movie.
one in that.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It was a very 80s.
Totally.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel like there's that unicorn, you know? There's not like one famous. Is there? Who's our most famous unicorn is the big question.
Who is our most famous unicorn? Right, like a Mickey Mouse kind of a unicorn.
Right. I don't.
There's space. We found a gap in the market.
We need a unicorn with a name.
Yeah.
Is there a single name unicorn? Is the big question.
God?
God is a unicorn?
God is a unicorn. I believe it.
There's that book, that children's book, The Last Unicorn, but I don't even know if that
And that
unicorn has a name.
movie.
That became a movie, correct?
Yeah. That movie was intense.
But look at us. We can't remember that unicorn's name.
I'm disappointed in myself.
I know. You came here. You came in pretty hot unicorn-wise. You can't name a single unicorn.
Well, I can name all of them. That's the thing. They all get mixed together.
There are plenty of famous horses.
Yeah. National Velvet.
Who's National Velvet?
Is that its name?
It better be. National Velvet.
That's a famous horse movie. Isn't it? With Liz of White Diamonds fame.
Keep going.
She was famous. She was friends with Michael Jackson.
Oh.
She had a perfume called White Diamonds.
Liz Taylor.
Sure.
She's in a movie about a horse named National Velvet.
I believe so.
Does she ride National Velvet?
I don't know.
Horse names are psycho. When we get like real horse names like that, it's like when you name a horse and you do that sort of naming, you are revealing something very weird about yourself. Really.
I like it. I want a shirt that says horse names are psycho.
It's worse than you even thought, because the National Velvet was the name of the film, but
Yes.
the horse is the pie. The
The
original horse was
pie?
called the pie.
The pie. And now that's
Yeah.
kind of a stupid name.
The PIE?
P-I-E.
The pie.
I wish it was the private investigator.
Private investigator. What are you going to do? I'm going to ride that pie. I'm going to ride that pie.
The pie.
Mm-hmm.
The horse is called the pie.
The pie.
So when you're talking to it, you have to say, hello, the pie.
Drop it. The pie. Drop it. Do you say that to a horse?
I think horses constantly have things in their mouth that
Yeah,
are
that you're
chewing up like a dog.
Drop it. Leave it.
Leave. It's chewing up a big piece of bone or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, drop the bone, the pie.
The pie.
The pie. But National Velvet, God knows what that even means then. What does National Velvet refer to? Does Liz Taylor play National Velvet?
I don't know. Is velvet the fabric of the ribbon that you win?
Oh,
if
interesting. You get the National Velvet.
Yeah.
The pie gets the National Velvet.
Everyone wants these 12 yards of fabric.
Wow, National Velvet.
I really don't know.
Wow, the fact that you were able to pull that film is impressive.
But not Taylor.
But not Liz
the name
Taylor.
Taylor. Who knows? A brain is weird.
As far as celebrity names goes, mine is the most broken. I cannot name a celebrity. The fact that I was able to pull up Elizabeth Taylor I think I deserve a lot of credit. Because I can't
Send
name
in your emails.
everyone.
Credit.
Yes, your ribbons, your National Velvets.
Yes, your velvets.
I deserve it. I can't name my favorite celebrities. I have a very hard time with that.
Really?
And I brought this up to my boyfriend, and I was like, maybe there's something wrong with me mentally, or maybe my brain is breaking down, and he just brushed it off. So if something goes wrong, it's his fault.
Okay.
Because I've warned him. Yes. And I've also warned you. And I've warned all of our listeners.
Damn it. Now it's all of our faults.
Everyone's responsible but me.
Okay.
Ultimately. Unicorns. And we didn't name a single horse after me saying they were famous horses. You said National Velvet. We've learned the pie. There's Ed. Mr. Ed.
Mr. Ed.
Seabiscuit.
Oh, that's a pretty famous horse.
And that's the end of my list, I guess. But again, two more than a unicorn, I would say.
Yeah.
And then there's the movie about the unicorn getting hit by a car.
Yeah. There's
shame.
a movie called A Unicorn Store.
What's that?
I think that Brie Larson directed it.
Oh, so it's new.
No.
Ish.
Well, ish.
Compared to
Liz Taylor.
National Velvet.
Yeah. Newer than that.
Unicorn Store.
Yeah.
Do you know what that's about? I don't know why I'm asking you.
I
You
don't
shouldn't be
totally
responsible
know what it's
for
about.
the plot of that movie.
But I have a lot of movies to watch.
I know.
And I
The
got to get
listener
back
does
to you. Yeah.
We'll check in with you periodically.
Great.
Were
Please
you able
do.
to see National Velvet? Did you see Unicorn
It can
Store?
be a new section of your podcast where you just call me and ask me if I've seen the movies that you want to know about.
It'll be years. You'll never watch any of them, but we'll keep calling and calling.
I probably won't. I don't think I'll watch those.
I have a hard time, I'll put movies on a list and I never get to the list.
Yeah.
This is something I do. I'm going to reveal a secret about myself. When someone recommends something to me, if I say, I'll put that on my list.
You mean fuck off?
Yes, absolutely. It's like, it's not happening. It's just not.
Yeah.
It will have to be purely by mistake that I watch your recommendation. You know, I don't know why that is.
What do you gravitate toward? Like if you were to sit down.
Just whatever is immediately in front of me.
Oh, okay.
Or
That's valid.
I think this might be, tell me if this is true. I think most people have a hard time actually taking a recommendation. I feel like when I recommend something, I don't trust that anyone's ever going to actually, I think the closest you'll come is if it's a song. Someone might listen to a 3-minute thing that you recommend. But and then I think there are categories. It's like maybe a song, potentially a YouTube video.
Okay.
Next level TV episode of a TV show.
Okay.
What would be the next movie? And then book. Book is probably the last thing someone's going to actually.
What about a restaurant? Are we only talking media?
Restaurant is number one.
Okay.
Maybe even before a song, wouldn't you say?
That you'll try a restaurant?
Yeah.
But does it depend on where it is?
Location is important.
That's key.
Yeah. If it's a restaurant within 10 minutes.
Yeah.
People will probably
or like
try
in Japan. Like if I was like, oh, you're going to Japan,
completely.
You've got to try this.
I mean, although I had probably 9 people send me lists of things to do in Japan, I probably took one recommendation.
All right.
Which is something.
1 out of 9 ain't bad.
But you, like, if I were to say, oh, you have to hear this song, would you actually listen to it?
Probably.
Okay. I think you would have to have it be sent to you.
Maybe. I like a reason to judge someone. So
that's a great way to think about this. If I could reframe it in my mind as I get to judge the person.
Then I'll get to judge you and decide if your taste is good, if you're worth being a person or not. But I think like as, if people recommend things and you try them and then if you're like, okay, my taste kind of aligns with this person's taste,
Right. I think that's the way to go where it's like the song is a nice little teaser. And if that works for you, you can start asking this person for more things.
Yes. Do you send like videos to friends on Instagram?
I'm so careful. I'm maybe more careful than I need to be. Because maybe it's because I'm so annoyed by people sending me things.
Sure.
But I'm like, this has to be perfect for me to send it to somebody. And then maybe it's the pressure I'm putting on myself. But it's very rare that I'll send somebody a video. Maybe like, like on Instagram, there'll be like a reductress meme or a clickhole thing that you have to read 7 words. I might send that.
Okay.
Video, I have to be really sure of myself. What about you? Do you?
I think, like different groups of people have become like different things. Like I have 2 friends in a group chat called Pup Parade where we just send like puppy
That's a great
to
category.
Each other.
Yes.
And that's nice. And if I have another group of friends, like my closest friends, and if someone sends me a video that I'm not into, I will be like, I'm not into this video.
You're that honest.
Yeah, because like, let's curate this.
Right.
Don't be sending me more of this. I don't care for it. And I hope that the same thing will be said to me. Like, no, thank you to this one. Like, okay, your taste is not going in that direction.
That is so healthy. That is such a healthy behavior because that is the opposite of me, where I will, no matter what anybody sends to me, I will not express unless I'll tell someone if I really love it, but I'll never say I don't love something.
You'll just never speak to them again.
I block.
Slowly let that friendship crumble into the sea.
No, I'm on a text thread with 2 other friends and we send each other music all the time. And 2 of us, I think, were brought up in houses that never wanted to keep things as everything's fine as possible. And the other person was a house where everyone was honest with each other. And he'll constantly be like, I don't like this. I don't like this. And I think my other friend and I will be like, oh, that hurts a little bit.
That means you don't like me.
Yeah, that's a reflection of my good as a person.
Yes.
But he's just being honest, which is totally fine. I'm slowly learning that that's an okay thing to do.
I think it comes with age, right?
I hope so.
I think so, where it's like, oh, there are actually like a ton of different ways to do things. And if someone does it differently than me, maybe that doesn't mean I'm a piece of shit.
Right. And I didn't create this.
Yeah.
I sent a link.
Yeah. I just opened this clam. I didn't make this clam.
Exactly. But people are sending me everything all the time, willy-nilly, because they don't know what I care about, I guess.
Yeah.
But then I complain about everything else, so I don't know what's wrong with me ultimately.
Well,
more stuff.
We're here to find out, right?
Today we get the answers about my personality.
Yeah.
No, I could do a little more curating as far as just telling people, oh no, stop sending me this. Maybe I don't have to be that harsh.
It's a no for me, dog. Maybe just make it funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, I feel like I'll overcorrect and then just be rude.
Well, if they're your real friends, they listen to your podcast and now they know.
So I have 0 friends. I often wonder if any of my real friends listen to my podcast. If you're a real friend, reach out.
Send them an email. I have one of my very dear friends, one of my closest friends, Elizabeth Lame, has a podcast called Nobody's Listening, Right? And it's just her and her husband, Andy, talking. And I have a hard time listening to it because
you know the person.
I'm friends with her.
Right.
Like, just tell me if you want me to know. Otherwise, like, I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like, I wouldn't blame anyone in my immediate life if they, except for whatever.
Who are we blaming?
There are a couple people where I'm like, you could be listening to this thing. But my friends are like, I would never expect them to listen. Like, we are in constant communication with each other.
Yeah.
And why wouldn't I just tell? And also, it feels almost nosy.
Yeah, get out of my business.
I could be talking about you.
Yeah.
I could be complaining about you to the rest of the public.
I am. Stop sending me your shitty music.
Yeah, so I can't imagine too many of my actual friends listen to the podcast.
When my mom will be like, I listen to your podcast. I'm like, that's not for you.
That feels invasive.
Right?
Yes.
Or like she'll comment on my Instagram.
Oh, that's very sweet.
It's sweet, but it's also like, get out of my business. But also
you're making it everyone else's business.
Hundreds of thousands of people. I'm making it everyone's business.
Is that something you had to get comfortable with? Like, as a public person, like your family knowing, like,
sure.
That's something I had to as well. Where it's like, oh, I guess they just have access to this.
Yeah.
You just have to be okay with that.
And isn't that funny? Why do we feel like so Well, like, we're like, yeah, any like Tom, Dick, or Harry
right,
is fine.
Right.
But like, I don't want my mom to know.
My God, Mom.
Yeah.
She can't know this.
No. Like, when you were like, have you ever smoked? I'm like, lost in the camera
beep out
lens.
3 minutes.
Yeah. Also, my child. What if he ever hears?
Oh my God. Exactly.
Next level.
Totally next level. Is that how old your kid? Can I ask?
13.
Is this something you have to talk to your kids about now? Like, don't smoke?
Yeah, not totally yet for him, but like vaping's a big conversation.
Interesting.
Because there's also like billboards everywhere.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
And what is that conversation with a teenager at this point? I feel like my parents never really talked to me about that. Like elementary school, they kind of just like hammered at home, like, don't smoke.
Yeah.
My parents didn't smoke, so I don't know. It never felt like a conversation. But do you feel like there's a lot of pressure for your kid not to smoke?
No.
Okay.
I don't feel like kids smoke as much as they do, but I guess 4 kids from his school just got suspended for vaping at school. So
teenage smoking is
it's like
very funny
it's
to me.
Vaping though now, so I think you can just kind of like, it's not like having a cigarette,
right,
you know?
Right. You just go into the
and you just go
stall
like,
right.
like people do it inside, like
completely,
yeah.
completely. But probably do it on airplanes.
Probably.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. So the kids got in trouble. I wonder how they got caught.
I don't know. Kids are stupid. Sorry, kids, if you're listening.
When was the first time you smoked?
15.
Okay, was it a peer pressure situation or were you the person
I think I was
pressuring?
probably trying to just be cool. As we've established, I have a deep,
This desperate clawing.
deep hole inside me that needs to be filled with people thinking I'm cool.
Speaking of cool, you're
Yeah.
trying to fit in constantly, obviously bringing something to the podcast with this gift. There's still other things.
I think there's 2 more things in there. I just did a teeny tiny grab bag.
Yeah, the next thing feels almost like a piece of taffy. Let's see if I'm good at... Ooh! What? Actually, it is a candy, but it's not taffy. What is this?
It's the best caramel you've ever had.
Should I eat it now? Is that going to be gross on mic?
I don't know.
Ooh.
Are you brave enough? I can fill
Okay,
2 minutes.
you might have
this
to
is me
vamp.
just trying to fill 2 minutes.
Can you sing?
Yes. Okay, this is my podcast now.
Okay, I'm going to try this now. Let's see. This might take a while for me to eat. Caramel is
You know what? It's not so bad. It's not the stickiest
Where did it come
kind.
from?
It's I got it when I was in Yucca Valley this weekend
Okay.
at Mojave at a small local store.
I'm going to eat half of it,
Okay.
just in case.
But can you? Do you like a caramel?
Mhm.
Isn't it so salty in the
Oh,
best way?
That's incredible. It's so buttery.
I got it at Mojave Mercantile, I think is what it's called in Yucca Valley. But it's a Le Bon Garçon,
Ooh.
I think it said on the box.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Right?
Where do they make this? Is it French?
It sounds like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I did no research. I pulled it out of a box of many of them.
Oh,
I'm
That's
sorry I
phenomenal.
didn't bring enough for everyone. I thought about it. I feel bad that I didn't bring enough for the class. I'm sorry.
I hate that I'm rushing through it.
Yeah. You're going to have to drive to Yucca Valley to get some more of those sweet. Salty. It's so salty,
it's
right?
amazing.
Yeah.
That's what almost every candy I need now is almost not to be sweet at all.
Yeah.
I just want it to be salt and barely sweet.
Like licking a clam.
If only this was thicker, colder, and slimier, I would have loved it.
But I did give you that same staring at you in expectation while you were eating it.
Suddenly I'm gagging.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Swallow it. Swallow it.
that's so good. Why were you in Yucca Valley?
Because my friend is in a band called Hard Quartet,
Oh, fantastic.
and they're touring right now.
They're a recent kind of super group.
Yeah, they're incredible.
Oh,
And my friend Emmett Kelly is in it.
no way. That's
And
great.
He's amazing. And yeah, so I just got to go see like my 90s.
That's so
Heart
cool.
burst.
It's Stephen Malcolmus.
Yeah.
Who are the? Is
Matt Sweeney.
it? Oh, right.
Jim White's the drummer
Yes.
from Dirty 3. And then Emmett Kelly.
Wow, that's so cool.
Oh my God. They're so good.
I imagine this is their first tour or something.
First tour.
Okay.
So I saw their very first show.
I'm sure everyone was thrilled about it.
It was amazing.
Oh, that's really cool.
You mean me being there?
Yes, of
Yeah.
course. Who gives a shit about the band?
Yeah. Everyone was thrilled.
They're like, did you see who was in the audience?
yeah. Yes, because she wouldn't stop crying. Yeah.
Wow. Are you a big music person into that
I
scene?
am. I like to see live music.
Okay.
Do you?
Oh, I love it. I love it and I hate it. Concerts are a complicated experience for me, and I
Yeah.
complain about them often. Even shows that I really love, I have a hard time. And I've said this before, and it's often because I'll go to a concert and I'll be looking around at everyone in the audience and be like, oh, I'm like these people. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
Or it's just like, to me, a concert feels like a mirror that can push you around. You're like, you're getting knocked back and forth by people who are like you, and you're realizing, oh, I hate me.
Sure. I hear you. I do feel like I was watching myself, being proud of myself, thinking that I wasn't worried about what people were thinking about me during the
great.
concert.
And you weren't drunk.
I don't drink.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah. So
Wow, that's a big moment for you just as a person.
to be like, I'm so proud of me for not thinking about myself constantly right now. I could just enjoy this experience.
Right.
It's just about watching your thoughts, right?
Yeah, I suppose.
They come in and they're fucking bananas.
Mhm, they're almost all imagined.
And to be
just
like, I'm not
real.
going to attach to you. Just keep going.
Keep moving, keep
Just
moving.
keep moving.
How often are you going to a live show?
I mean, I guess it depends on like if it's concert season kind of, but I would say at least once a month.
Oh, that's great.
I saw Shannon and the Clams.
Oh, fantastic band. Clams.
And Clams.
There's the theme of the episode.
The best kind of clams.
She's an amazing singer. What a voice.
I love her very much. She's a wonderful person.
Oh, good. That's nice to know.
She's amazing.
Okay.
And they were playing at Tipitina's when I was in New Orleans.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So just by chance you got to see them?
Yeah, I just happened to be there at the same time.
Do you have an all-time favorite concert?
Yes, I think Neutral Milk Hotel.
Oh my God.
Also in New Orleans.
Wow, when was that?
Maybe like 10 years ago.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
That's a rare thing.
I feel like I could send you music and you could send me music.
I feel like
we seem to be vibing.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Wow, that's a really cool show. Was it long? Did he play for a while?
Yeah, they played forever. They sounded perfectly. Like I love an LCD sound system concert just because they sound so much like the album that you listen to.
And it's a dance party.
And it's a dance party.
Are you going to see them later this year with Pulp?
Yes.
Oh, I can't wait. Pulp is one of my all-time favorite bands.
Oh, amazing.
And so I haven't bought tickets yet. Someone told me to wait.
At the Hollywood Bowl?
Yeah. Does it make sense to wait for tickets?
I don't know. Maybe you can get like last minute tickets. Maybe because like the bots buy them all up and they're at the height of their price and then they go down.
Somebody just told me they've got Beyonce tickets for $20. So maybe.
I did hear that Beyonce's tickets were not as much.
Oh, interesting. What's happening there?
We're all horrified and afraid of all of our money being taken from us by the government.
There's a chance.
Yeah. I did go to book a plane ticket and my card didn't work like twice. And I was like, oh my God, it's happened.
It's over.
They've taken my money and I'm only allowed to buy things if my husband says it's okay. And then I was like, oh, maybe my credit card's expired. What's the other option?
Yeah, I guess there is always that worry, but I guess I'll just be waiting a couple of months. So then if I can't buy tickets, I'll just
call me.
I'll call you
and be like, please, can I go with you?
Give me your other ticket.
There's no other way I can get a ticket.
You're the only person I know that I've talked to about this. Like, no, I'll just blame my friend and just ruin his life or something. Great. He goes to more concerts than I do. Certainly he knows better than I do.
Great.
Neutral Milk Hotel. That was your favorite show.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite show?
Yes. Eleanor Friedberger. I
don't know Eleanor Friedberger.
Do you know the band Fiery Furnaces?
Yes.
She's half of that band.
Okay.
But she's got 4 amazing solo albums, and her Fiery Furnaces as a band, whenever you would see them live, they would play their music completely differently than as recorded, which is an incredible experience. It's so fun to see just like totally new versions of songs you like. And then she does kind of slightly similar thing where you go and it was like her music's not the most rocking music you've ever heard on album, but live it was like seeing a punk show. It was unbelievable. It was
fun.
So cool. And I love her so much, but it was an unexpected thing too. So I think that's what made it such a wonderful concert. I think that, and then Pulp. Seeing them last year was, Jarvis Cocker is 62 or so and still performs like he's 28 or something. It's so fun to see.
That's
such
amazing.
A cool, naturally cool person. Those are my 2 favorites, I'd say.
Oh, that's great.
I don't know that I'm trying to think if I've ever had a really horrible concert experience.
Yeah.
I know I have.
Yeah.
But
it's just like, I've been to some where like it's too crowded and everyone's a little too drunk and there are people like screaming loudly like, what's she playing? Play what I want you to play. Like that kind of situation.
There's always one really drunk person that can ruin it for everybody. There's a band that I love, but when a band gets too jammy live, that can be a difficult experience. I saw Built to Spill a long time ago, and there was a little too much jamming.
Was it at the Wiltern?
No, this was when I was still living in Salt Lake. And
I don't know when that was because
this
is our first conversation.
Yeah, this was like, I don't know, 20 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Maybe 20 years ago, maybe.
I feel that way about, I love Built to Spill too, and I feel that way about Built to Spill.
Sometimes live, there's some noodling on the guitar where I just feel like, I know people love jamming, but I can use some editing.
Yeah. And I don't really speak guitar. So like sometimes
Exactly.
I'm like my husband's very musical.
Right.
And so sometimes I'll be like, oh, I bet he's enjoying this in a way that I'm not able to enjoy it because I don't understand the mechanics of it that
Right.
much.
That's how I am. Where I'm just like, well, now this just isn't the song that I
And then we
like.
become the drunk girl. That's like, play
Play
what
that
I want you to play.
But I do, again, I love Built to Spill. I don't want to say anything too terrible.
Same. Don't come at us, Built to Spill. Jeez.
I will say a nice experience is to leave a concert early with friends when everyone recognizes we're done here and you get to leave.
Yeah.
Because you all feel so connected to each other. We're like, we don't have to stay for longer than we need to be here.
Oh, yeah. I did also get to see, this will be my last one.
No,
Then there's
go
one last thing in there. Liz Phair,
Oh,
Exile
of course.
in Guyville. Last year, she played the whole
Oh, that's
album.
amazing.
And it was so fun.
Oh, that sounds great. I love this. I don't know if bands love this new trend of having to play their old
I know.
albums all the way through, but it's like, when else are you going to get an opportunity
I
to
know.
hear that?
It was, I think, 30 years.
Oh, at least, right?
Yeah.
And
And she was so like she just kind of kept being like, I can't believe you guys enjoy this much. So it also was like, she was like, this is amazing. And we were like, this is amazing.
oh,
it was
so
great.
lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of bands, their first few are their best anyway. And so but it's like, I feel guilty that I don't want to listen to your newer
Yeah.
stuff.
Or it hits you. It's about hitting you at a certain time in your life.
Oh, yeah,
too,
there's
right?
nostalgia tied
Yeah.
into it and all sorts of things. And then, yeah, but I think that's a great trend.
Yeah, me too. Keep it coming.
I'm happy with that.
Keep it coming.
Okay, let's get into this final thing here. Oh, it feels like another. Oh,
It's also orange.
Look how beautifully. I mean, if you're watching the video of this on YouTube, you're now seeing an almost art directed episode where I've got a unicorn that's the color of my t-shirt.
It goes with back here.
I'm just going to put these on our shelf.
Yes.
These just go permanently on here.
I was hoping my
Look at
guys
that.
might get back there. I didn't know. I don't know you, so I didn't know if you were more of a dinosaur person or more of a unicorn person.
I would say I'm kind of in the middle.
Oh.
Unicorn dinosaur thing, it's a spectrum. Ultimately, it's a spectrum.
is.
It's just like anything else in the world. It's a spectrum. And I would say I'm right here in the middle of this.
You're the Eiffel Tower.
I'm the Eiffel Tower of unicorns and dinosaurs.
I love
No, I like growing up, I probably would have read more about unicorns, fantasy level. But I like dinosaurs and science type stuff.
Yeah.
I love Jurassic Park, the original at least.
So good.
Still a great movie.
Just rewatched it. Highly, highly recommend.
It holds up really well.
Yeah.
I've only seen a couple of the other ones, and I've never been as thrilled.
Yeah.
They're fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are there any other? Well, Godzilla's not quite a dinosaur, but I saw that Godzilla minus C, whatever it was, the Japanese one last year. Unbelievable movie.
Very cool.
It's like genuinely scary.
Yeah. Really loved that one.
Yeah, it really feels like as close as I felt like, oh, this is what it would feel like if Godzilla existed. It would be kind of scary.
Very scary.
This thing is a giant creature destroying Japan.
Yeah. I would just went on a swamp tour. Also,
First
highly
swamp tour?
recommend. First swamp tour.
I've
even
never
though
been
I'm
on one.
from Mississippi
Right.
and Louisiana, I grew up going there. Highly recommend Raging Cajun Swamp Tour.
I love the name. I'm behind it already.
But yeah, got to meet a 13-foot long 26-year-old. Like,
It kind of, if you stop right there, you just met a 13-foot-long 26-year-old.
that's it. Worth it. Alligator. But like even just seeing that, the massive size of that thing.
That is terrifying.
Like even if just that was running around.
Oh my God, of course.
It doesn't even have to be.
I don't think I could be in a boat near that. I would be so scared.
I was afraid right before I went, and they have them crawl up onto the boat. Not that big.
No. Oh.
But the smaller ones, there were sisters named Shania and Twain. It was cute. They did a good job.
Did you get to touch them?
No.
Okay.
They're like, I mean, they're straight up wild animals.
Right.
But they live in this like, I think this company probably owns this amount of swampland.
Right.
So they're used to the boats.
Okay.
And they feed them chicken legs, but not so much that they won't eat their natural.
Humans.
Yeah. Yeah. Their natural prey, humans. Humans and unicorns. That's what happened to the unicorns.
Wow. The thing that scares me most about alligators is the whipping and thrashing. The jaws are not but I feel like if you got closer and starts freaking out, that scares me. Getting whipped by that tail.
It'll grab you and take you underwater and roll you around until you're drowned and like soft, and then shove you in a log and come back and eat you later.
Is that true?
Yes.
It puts you away?
It puts you away for later to soften you up. That's what you should have done to the clam.
Oh my, that's what the sushi chef should have done to the clam.
It's true.
I'm not responsible for the softness of the clam.
Would you mind holding this for me, actually?
Put this in a log for a few days.
Yeah, or just in your palm, in your warm palm.
Wow, I didn't know. That's a new fact about alligators I didn't know.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's true.
Wow, they have kind of a food storage system that they've got going. Humans all over the place.
Save you for later. Yeah.
But that is kind of that's not, the teeth aren't as much the danger, right? It's the strangling you to death.
I don't know. I think the jaw...
big
velocity.
clompers.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of animals that are used to humans, we went to a monkey park in Japan.
I went to that in Kyoto.
Yes.
Where you go inside the house and they're
then
outside.
feed them?
Yeah.
It's incredible experience.
Incredible. Did you love it?
I adored it. And it didn't feel like, it wasn't like a, I may be wrong, and I'll just continue to be ignorant about this, because it didn't feel like a Tiger King situation where every animal was in danger. It felt like they were taking advantage of us rather than us taking advantage of them.
Yeah, you go in the little house and buy food for them.
Yes, I was feeding them apples, or I could have bought peanuts or whatever, and they come and just take it from you, and it's wonderful. And you're seeing them running around. I saw a mother holding her little baby.
Yeah, the babies are so cute. It's
unbelievable experience.
Yeah. Did you see? Well, let's see. I think we went around the same time, so you missed the cherry blossoms.
Missed
right?
the cherry blossoms. I'm sure that was incredible.
Did you go to a Don Quixote?
Is that the grocery store?
It's like a Target kind of a place.
No, but I kept reading about it. I never saw it.
You got to go back for that.
I honestly would love that.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing.
What, did you buy anything at the Target of Japan?
I didn't, but there was like a little boy whose butthole was like sticking out, like a little...
Oh, I see this at Target all the time.
Yeah, just the air vapor coming out. It was like a room humidifier, but it's just like it's blasting out of a little boy's butt hole.
This feels like some sort of entrapment. This was like To Catch a Predator. You buy that thing, Japanese authorities just
they come right in,
storm in, and
they're like, "No, my skin is just dry." And
we got her, fellas.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm sorry to have missed that store though. I feel like a big buy all sorts of crazy things. I didn't really get to experience that.
Yeah.
We went to a place called Hands, which was kind of a big department store, but it didn't feel like that kind of thing. Don Quixote. Why do they call it that?
No idea.
Do they sell any windmills? That's the big question.
Not that I saw.
Missed opportunity.
Pachinko on the ground floor.
Did you play pachinko?
I didn't. Did you?
No. What is pachinko? I think about the Price is Right game. Palinko?
Okay.
Is that a game?
Maybe Plinko.
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 Oh, Plinko.
Yeah.
It's different things.
I think that's different.
Pachinko has nothing to do with a ball rolling down a thing.
I don't think so.
I want to just get my eyes on this.
Yeah, get your eyes on it.
Because I saw plenty of these casinos. Oh, yeah, there's, of course, the wonderful book called Pachinko.
Which is an incredible book.
But that's
now a TV show.
Now a TV show. But the game itself...
Maybe it is a ball that goes down.
I kind of think it is. It's almost like a pinball machine or something that's gambling. Yeah. So I wasn't that far off. It's kind of a beautiful game. Look at that.
Oh, that's lovely. Oh, I actually used to have one of those that I got at the Rose Bowl.
Oh, you're kidding.
A vintage.
You could have opened a casino.
I should have.
Missed opportunity.
Oh, damn it. I love a casino too.
Do you really?
No, I hate casinos.
Okay, I was going to say leave the podcast.
Yeah. They're the worst.
I despise a casino.
When's your birthday?
October 9th.
Okay.
When's yours?
On Sunday.
On Sunday. Happy birthday.
May the 11th. Also Mother's Day.
Oh.
So your listeners missed it. Sorry, you guys.
Wow. Rude. Rude of them. Really inconsiderate.
Not too late to send something, though. I'll always take a gift. The ones that you don't want, I'll take them.
Are you doing anything for your birthday?
I'm going to go out to Malibu for a couple days.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
That sounds relaxing.
I mean, you can't drive up the one still.
Now that I'm thinking about recent events.
Yeah, so I don't know, but it feels maybe like good to put money back into the
local economy
there. And I love shout out Broad Street Oyster.
Oh, interesting.
That's a
Okay.
good restaurant
Are
recommendation.
they serving clams?
They probably,
Probably.
they definitely have fried clams for sure.
Well, count me out.
All right.
I think we should play a game.
Great. Is it pachinko?
We're playing pachinko. Bring it out!
Yes!
No, we're going to play a game called Gift or a Curse. But first, I need a number between 1 and 10 from you.
8.
Okay, I have to do some light calculating to get our game pieces. So right now, you can recommend, promote, do whatever you want. I'll be
Oh,
right back.
okay. I am currently shooting season 2 of my Netflix series with Ted Danson, created by Michael Scheer, called A Man on the Inside. Please tune into that if you've not tuned into it. It's very different from the other show that a lot of people know me for, called It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which is also about to premiere season 17. Been doing that show for 20 years. And what else am I doing right now? Just trying to stop and smell the flowers. Here's a shout out for stopping and smelling the flowers, you know?
Beautiful. Everybody go watch those shows. Both great shows.
And don't forget to smell the flowers.
And smell the flowers, for God's sake.
Come on. What are you doing?
What else are you doing?
You too good for flowers?
I'm not. I'm smelling them constantly.
I love that.
Do I have anything to recommend outside of anything? I probably do, but I can't think of it right now.
It's Hard Quartet. Go see Hard
Yeah,
Quartet
go see
on
Hard
tour.
Quartet. That's a great idea.
Yeah. Oh, Alabama Shakes. Are you going to see Alabama Shakes?
No, where are they playing?
Shannon and the Clams are going to open for them
Oh,
at the
amazing.
Hollywood Bowl.
Oh, Hollywood Bowl's got it all.
It's got it all.
Got it all. Nothing comes to mind for me. No one can blame me. I'm tired. But this is how we're going to play Gift or a Curse. I'm going to name 3 things.
Okay.
You're going to tell me if they're a gift or a curse and why.
Okay.
Then I'll tell you if you're right or wrong because there are correct answers.
Okay, great.
You can fail. Hopefully you won't, but you might.
Well,
So be careful.
if you fail me, you might be failing. So just saying.
Okay.
I don't take criticism well.
All right. These are all suggestions from our Patreon listeners today because the list has gotten out of control over on Patreon and I've got to make my way through it. So let's just get into it. This first one is from a listener named Lindsay. Gift or a curse when your overnight out-of-town guest sees your bathtub and says, maybe I'll have a bath while I'm here.
Oh, well, there's so many caveats. Like, who's the person? You know what I mean?
Right.
Sees my bathtub? No. It's in my bathroom. You shouldn't have even come up here to look. You're not welcome. So, curse.
Wrong. That's a gift. I love this person. They're storming around the house making declarations about what they're going to do with your home. And they're making themselves
Just comfortable.
comfortable.
You love it.
They're saying, Bridger, I love your bath. I'm going to take it. They're taking control of they're essentially hijacking my life.
And you like to have your life hijacked.
I like a visitor who says what they're going to do.
Oh,
If I find a visitor in my bathtub, good for them. You know, I invited them into my home and they're doing it up.
okay.
There's no wishy-washy. There's no maybe I'll take a bath. Well, actually, this does say maybe I'll have a bath. But, you know, they're living their dream.
Okay.
And I'm happy for them.
You're a better person than I am. They say maybe I'll have a bath, and I say, I don't think so, motherfucker.
Maybe I'll wear your clothes while I'm here.
Why don't you just sleep with my husband? Jeez. Get out of my bathroom.
Good for them. Good for them. I'm on their side.
All right, we have different takes on that one.
I have the correct one. You have the
I got an
incorrect
F.
one. Yeah, you got an F on that one. Okay, and the second one is from a listener named Chris. Gift or a curse, outdoor cats.
Outdoor cats. I mean, there's some drama happening with this on my Instagram page.
You're
at the
kidding.
moment. Because we found our cat.
Okay,
He was a 1-year-old stray.
All right.
Found him in our backyard.
right,
Took him in. And he's an outdoor cat.
right.
Gift because he poops outside.
Oh, dream come true.
Barely ever have to see this cat's poop.
Oh,
But pulls in lizards.
sure.
Day before Easter. Pulled in a bunny. Bunny's okay. Bunny's okay. People will argue that the bunny's not okay because my cat's mouth touched it. To which I say, I'm sorry, should I shoot my cat now? Is that what you would like me to do? That's where I go.
Why was the bunny outdoors?
Right?
That's the bigger
Who
question
did that?
here.
It was a wild rabbit.
I didn't know LA had wild rabbits.
It does. I had a full-on conversation with a coyote this morning, just walking down the street.
It was pushing its kid in a stroller.
It was looking for that bunny, probably.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been robbed of an LA experience not seeing a rabbit.
I also was like, I don't think I've seen a wild rabbit.
What did it look like? Did it look like a desert hare?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. I'll show you a photo when we're
I have got to see
done
this.
here.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
I need to get my eyes on an outdoor rabbit now in LA.
Hang out in my bathtub. Maybe my cat will bring one to you. So I say gift.
Correct.
Yes.
Absolutely a gift. I mean, I think there are outdoor cats. It's a complicated issue for a lot of people. But ultimately, what it comes down to is I love cats.
Yeah.
I love cats taking care of local pests. You know, this podcast is not really on the side of rats or mice. And so the idea of cats being around to protect me, I'm all for it.
Some Godzilla rat comes crashing into your house.
I was at a restaurant recently where there were rats running in the trees. That wasn't a good experience. So that restaurant, if they had outdoor cats, that wouldn't be a problem.
Great.
I never have a problem when I see a cat outside.
Yeah.
You know, I think, oh, that's wonderful. I mean, hopefully it's being well fed and taken care of.
Spay and neuter your cats, do all that. But like, look, especially in a place like LA, there's going to be outside cats. Yes.
And hopefully they're being taken care of, but I don't have at least a spiritual problem with them. I love to see them.
Agreed.
They're our protectors.
Like, what is the name of the movie with the cat and there's no words in it? And I think it won an Oscar.
Oh, what was that called? It's like reflection or
what? Feel free to step in.
Ripple, water.
Water cat.
What is that? I saw half of it. It was really beautiful.
I watched the whole thing.
Flow.
Flow.
It was great.
It's so pretty.
Yeah.
And it has no words in it whatsoever. Nope. Really. But that cat's an outdoor cat.
Yeah. So if you have a problem with that cat,
you have a problem
with Oscar-winning films.
You have no taste.
Yeah.
All right. So you've gotten one right so far. And this final one is from a listener named Hannah. Gift or a curse, eating bacon with a fork so your fingers don't get greasy.
All right. Well, we've established that I have not eaten meat in a really long time.
A tricky one for you.
So I would say eating bacon is a no because I like cats and I like pigs.
Mm-hmm.
Live pigs. I think get your fingers dirty. What are you scared of? The Hep A outbreak that's happening in Los Angeles right now?
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I know. Are we all getting vaccinated at the end of this podcast? Is someone waiting outside?
I have my hepatitis vaccines.
There's so many hepatitises. You don't know.
There are at least 3 I can name.
At least 3. A, B, and C.
A, B, and C. And I wouldn't be surprised if they've got a D on the way.
I'm sure it's coming. So I say no to the fork. Just, jump in.
Go for it.
Go for it.
Correct. That's a curse.
Great.
I think that bacon, whether it's any, regular turkey, veggie, I guess there's beef, bacon, whatever. I think part of the experience is there are certain foods you have to eat it with your hand or it doesn't taste right.
Yeah.
It's like eating a muffin with a fork. I just feel like you need to, or a donut. If your hand doesn't bring it to your mouth for whatever reason.
Yeah, what's the point? A beignet. You want that powdered sugar to blast off.
Yes, and if you cut it with your knife and fork, the texture goes wrong with a donut, like flattens it.
Pops the air out of it.
Right. So get a life, just pick it up.
Get over yourself.
Your fingers why do you care if they're greasy during breakfast?
What else are they for?
What's your napkin for?
Yeah.
What are your pants for?
What's your mouth for?
What is everything around you for? Just wipe it elsewhere.
Just wipe it.
It's
what are your
curse.
friends for?
What's your hair for?
What's your hair for?
Run your fingers through your hair.
Your hair looks great. Oh, thank you. It's bacon grease.
Well, you got 2 out of 3. Not bad.
Okay. I'll take it.
Very nice. And Annalise, do you have your gift or a curse?
Yeah, but I got to roll back a few minutes to something that's been bothering me.
Oh my God.
Yes, I love it.
Long simmering problem.
Is it the cat?
No, a little farther back than that. I'm sorry to say. A few weeks ago, Bridger, you were spanking and eating an uncooked block of Velveeta cheese on this podcast, and yet eating a caramel on mic is now too much? Really? That's where you draw the line?
This is what I'll say. Caramel, cheese, I knew I was going to only have a small bit and swallow it as quickly as possible because I thought this isn't going to taste good. Whereas with this caramel, I knew it would taste good, and caramel is a chewy thing that the mouth noise can get disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm always trying to just think on every level as far as mouth noise goes for this podcast. And so, Annalise, you're wrong. And the fact that you brought this up this late is humiliating for you.
He also hadn't punished this food in any way before putting it in his mouth.
Yeah, there was no spanking required here.
Which is a critical step.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. I'll accept that.
Fired. Okay, well, now that you've fallen on your face, would you like to bring up your gift or curse?
Sure.
Annalise is going to do one, and we're both going to speak to it, and then they're going to tell us who's correct.
Great.
All right. Gift or a curse, refrigerated water.
Do you want to go?
I have a strong opinion.
Oh, okay. I'm very curious.
Curse.
Why?
Oh, who wants a mouthful of coldness? Not in a clam, not in a water, not in ice. Don't chew ice. It doesn't absorb. It needs to be room temperature to absorb properly and more quickly into your body. That's how I feel.
I think it's a gift, an absolute gift for a lot of reasons. First of all, I feel like this started very young for me in piano lessons when I knew that my teacher, Mrs. Ziegler, had a thing of refrigerated water in her fridge. And I knew that if I didn't want to play the piano, I could simply ask for a drink of water, and it would take a long time to get. And it would take up at least 5 minutes of my piano lesson. So that's where my love of this began. And it's just been a lifelong love affair for me with refrigerated water. I think it tastes great. It's so refreshing. And I don't need to use the ice cubes. I have no problem with it whatsoever. I don't care if it absorbs or not. It can just run out of my mouth for all I care.
Wow.
It's hitting me cold.
Like a cold waterfall straight from the lips.
And I'll tell you what else I love is brushing my teeth and then having a glass of cold water. It feels so cold.
So cold. I don't care for the cold.
You're a room temperature gal.
My son loves he'll chew ice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which is a sign sometimes of like an iron deficiency, I think.
Interesting.
Look into it.
I mean, he loves like a popsicle though. He loves those frozen bananas that are covered in chocolate.
Biting into it.
Yeah.
That I can't do.
You can't.
I can chew an ice, a small ice, pebble ice. That's the only one I can really
Just pebble
chew.
Only pebble ice.
So I guess I'm a fraud. But I love a refrigerated water. It's a gift.
Curse.
So I was worried about our relationship for a second there, Bridger. I mean, I'm always a little worried about our relationship.
So as am I.
But I think we turned it around because I agree with you. It's a gift.
Thank you.
It's a gift. There's nothing more crisp and refreshing.
That's
and also, as I have to say, as a single person, I can't go through that Brita on my counter that fast. If it's room temp, I don't drink that much water. So then I'm going to be drinking bacteria-filled water if it just sits there on the counter for too long. It needs to be fresh out of the fridge. It lasts longer.
Yes.
I go on a walk, come home. Nice big glass of cold water. Nothing better.
There we go. Yeah, room temperature water might as well be pond water.
I love a pond water. Delicious pond water.
Well, you got a lot of things wrong.
I sure did. This is why you guys do this podcast together, and I'm just a guest. And if you need me, I'll be in your bathtub.
Okay, we need to answer one or two listener questions from the Patreon. Would you help me answer?
Yes.
Okay, this first one is more of a listener named Sarah sent me a screenshot of breaking news, and I guess we just need to speak to this. And it says, it's from the Wall Street Journal. It says, Kohl's fired its CEO for funneling business to a romantic partner. What do we think of this?
Oh, wow. There is a lot to unpack there. It feels like, really, we're going to take we're going to take the Kohl's CEO to task. Look at our president. Look what our president's doing.
Yeah, he's doing all sorts of shit and
so
getting
if he
nothing.
Gets to do it, how come Kohl's is getting in trouble?
This guy was running Kohl's. Let him do whatever he wants.
Just let him give his romantic partner whatever he wants.
He was He was trying to make Kohl's a little sexier.
Yeah.
And it's already a very sexy department store.
It's so sexy. Not as sexy as a Don Quixote, but, for America.
When people think romance, they think Kohl's.
Mm-hmm.
And how is this guy able to resist bringing his romantic partner in and giving them some money and taking them on all sorts of trips?
Is that what they were funneling? We don't know.
I mean, that could be anything.
Could be anything.
Chocolates, caramels, cruises, shoes, purses.
Isn't that what you go to a Kohl's for?
Yeah, probably discount. He was giving them discount shoes and purses.
Oh, that's kind.
I think
Thoughtful.
He should not. Well, actually, first of all, we're assuming I'm assuming, which was sexist.
Well,
on my
yes,
part.
it's the person in charge. Obviously, it's a man.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Of course. So if this was a guy, he was the boss. Bosses are men.
Yes. Agreed. Blessing.
But whoever it was, I'm happy for them. They found love and found a way to embezzle money in a new way.
Yeah. Just discount purses full of cash. I'm
straight
jealous.
from the till.
Yeah.
Just the CEO at the cash register. I'm happy for him. He should, or her, or whoever.
Or whoever's involved.
Whoever's involved should not be in trouble.
Yeah.
Is what I'm having to say. Whoever fired them should be fired.
Yes.
And the romantic partner and the CEO should be reinstated as soon as possible.
Yes. And sent on a romantic vacation to Japan.
So we've spoken to that. Fantastic. And here's one short question. It says, if you were dating a man with an ex-wife and they co-parent a 6-year-old son, would you be okay with the ex-wife calling him to help with stuff, like handyman things around the house and to help her when she is locked out of the house? Much love, and that's from Megan. What do we think about this?
Oh, Megan.
Yeah, do we think that Megan is the person? Yeah, I would
deep
assume.
Question here, Megan. This is what we've been talking a lot about cold, wet clams, Megan. You're coming in with some actual therapy work here.
And I think one thing that would be nice to know is the man the CEO of Kohl's?
Yeah.
I think that could help.
That's always the most important first question.
Yeah. If he's the CEO of Kohl's, we've kind of...
He's exonerated.
He can do whatever he wants, whenever he wants. And so can his ex-wife, because, they have romance, they have Kohl's, they have so many things tying them together.
And these are things that we like.
Right.
Let's see. I mean, I think, yes, if the conversation has been had about it and you feel okay about it, and if you don't feel okay about it, bring up how you feel. We've established that you have to cultivate your own experience here.
Right.
Do you like this song? Do you not like this song?
Right. And, there's a chance that there are boundaries being stepped over here or not. We've got to clarify that. They have a son together.
Yeah.
If she's calling him to sleep with her, it's a different, and maybe even that's okay.
And maybe that's okay. We don't know. That's up to you.
Megan has to decide what's
Only
okay.
Megan knows what's
And we don't even know if it's Megan.
Maybe
it's Megan's, maybe it's the next door neighbor. Maybe it's Megan's friend.
Maybe it's the ex-husband who wrote in as Megan to try to shove Megan's nose in it. He says, see?
Megan's husband signed up for the Patreon in order
as
to email
Megan.
as Megan.
To get your opinion on whether it's okay for him to be a handyman for his ex-wife.
Which I would say is the most appropriate route to take care of this problem.
Agreed.
Do not
Clear.
speak to... Yes.
Concise.
You will get the best possible answer, and everything will be resolved via Patreon, via podcast, via fake name, acting as though you are someone's wife.
Yes.
Or your own wife. I think that's healthy, fair, and honest. And maybe he should be maybe he is the CEO of Kohl's.
Maybe he is the CEO.
That's how you become CEO of Kohl's.
We know it's a man. That's all we know.
Ultimately, the only thing that ever matters is that it's a man.
Yeah, be a man.
Be a man, Megan.
Be a man, Megan. And then you can do whatever you want.
Well, we answered both of those questions more than perfect.
Really well.
We solved problems, I would say.
Yes.
And this is all with me being sleep deprived.
And me being a failure.
And you being a total failure.
A total failure.
On every level.
Yeah.
Which is, you've overcome a lot of things today.
Or just realized how much I haven't, over how much more I have to overcome.
But we're rooting for you.
Thank you.
And that's all that matters in the end.
I'll become a man soon enough.
Please.
One can only dream.
Please, if you ever want that CEO position.
Yeah, which I do.
You do. You want to be running Kohl's.
You can tell from all the choices I've made in my life.
Dream job running Kohl's.
Yes.
That's kind of my dream job, to be honest. Well, I have most of my gifts. I've eaten one. I have a gift card that I may never use. I'll have to be in the neighborhood. I'll have to be in the right state of mind to say I deserve to use a gift card today.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have this little card to tell me I have the courage.
To use that gift card.
And now we have the unicorn and the dinosaur, which have already become part of the show's set.
Aww.
Which is amazing.
I appreciate that.
I don't think we've ever had a listener go this quickly from gift to set.
Wow.
So that's impressive.
I feel honored.
You should be honored. I've had such a wonderful time with you.
Me too.
Thank you for being here.
This has been lovely. Thanks. Thanks for the coffee.
Oh, of course. Listener, the podcast is over. I've got to either go to sleep or be awake for a day. I don't know what my body's going to do. Maybe I'll die. I don't know. No one ever knows what's going to happen with me. But what's going to happen with you? You have the courage. You have the whatever it said in this card. Do with your day what you will. I don't care. I love you. Goodbye.